mass of spiritual wisdom which were acquired by the Indian sages. And literally it's a mass of spiritual wisdom. If you read the Vedas, just read some pages and you will get bored to death. Because you can't make head or tail out of it. And you'll find that they're just prayers and prayers and prayers. And they seem to be repetitive. And they seem to be boring. And actually it's a very surprising thing that Hindus continued with preserving this massive manual. It's a spiritual record of the Hindu race. More importantly, the Vedas were not accessible to the lower castes. So there came Vyas, the great sage. What he did was, first he collected the entire mass of the Vedic learning, organized them into 4, and then he synthesized every kind of the practices that there were in the Hindu society and put them in his famous works Mahabharata and maybe Gita. So Vyas is the great synthesizer. He synthesized the then practices and the spiritual wisdom of the Hindu race. After thousands of years came Shankaracharya. And what he did was, he once again synthesized entire Hindu religion, its philosophy, its practices, its beliefs, its custom, everything based on the Vedas. So he was the second great unifier, or you can say synthesizer of Hindu religion. And third is Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda. Now whatever people may say outside, see, if you have been into this, like I've been a monk now for 40 years, I've been studying these things, I've been into, I definitely understand what I'm talking. What Sri Ramakrishna and Swamiji did, because Sri Ramakrishna never lectured, but his talks are recorded as Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. And Swami Vivekananda has started delivering lectures much before this Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna appeared for the first time, that in a single volume. Later on, that book got expanded. It's a long story. Now you find that whatever Sri Ramakrishna has said in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, the complete works of Swamiji is just an elaboration of that. So you realize that Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, their outlook, their philosophy, their personality, they are one and the same. They are not twin ideals. It's a single ideal. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, there is of course a basic difference that although Sri Ramakrishna seems to be explaining certain things, but Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna in Bengali, it's Ramakrishna Kathamrita. It comes as a huge mass of spiritual wisdom. Now we are delivering those talks in Bengali and lots of people are watching that because we have to explain that. What Swamiji did was exactly the same. He elaborated things as he had learned from Sri Ramakrishna. But in inspired talks, he becomes much more compact and condensed than Sri Ramakrishna himself. Because Swami Vivekananda was harmonizer of Hindu religion. This time it was not about Hindu practices, Hindu philosophy, Hindu customs. It was about the religious ideals of the entire world. So when you go through Swamiji's works, you find that the most ancient religious ideas, including religious ideals of the entire world, have been incorporated here and beautifully harmonized. So now you find that Hindu religion, we were talking about practical Vedanta. You realize how Vedanta and every other religion, they are linked. Not only they are linked, there is a kind of a symphony.